Now you got Boots Ennis in your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. You know, he's got the it, you know.
Man, great. Bud always been like that. Without a question, solid. You know what I'm saying? Solid.
You think there's anything left for him, Coach, or is it time for Bud to move on? Or
I'm trying to figure out who he gonna fight next.
160, you can see him fight going
I wouldn't do nothing crazy. He looked at excellent. Hey, Blake Islam, he looked at excellent.
Is there anybody?
Most from
No, I'm trying to figure out what their team gonna do next. I want to see what's
He's
next.
talking about 160, Coach. I mean, the only thing down there is maybe like a middleweight tournament, 2 fights undisputed, something like that. But if not that, then what for Bud?
Who?
Well, they were talking about Jaron Ennis going to 160. Possibly going, Jaron Ennis going to
If he go to 160, then we got another mega fight.
You think that's a mega fight?
I don't know that yet, but I'm saying in the boxing fans that know boxing would say that's another mega fight.
Stay away from it. And by the way, there's this brother coming up, Molly. His name is Boots Ennis. This brother's special. You don't want to go in the ring against after that beating. Molly, it was so bad. I swear to y'all, I am not exaggerating. You know how I got called.
Terence Bud Crawford has once again shaken the boxing world, proving that greatness has no limits after delivering one of the most remarkable performances of his legendary career. Fresh off his historic victory over Canelo Alvarez, Crawford has silently...
Everything you said about fighting not being there spiritually, mentally, you think that might have affected Canelo, or that was just a skill difference was too wide?
You know, I do think he was a little mentally tired. He's been at that level for a long time. Right. So 11 fights in 4 years. That's a lot.
Timing was perfect for Crawford.
Yeah.
He said it himself at the press conference. He said timing was everything. Perfect timing, everything.
That's right.
His whole career was on timing.
He was mentally tired, but you got to give Crawford his credit, man. To keep in mind that mentally fresh and sharp and go out there and perform like that, that's a win itself. Not even just beating your opponent. For your mind to be that fresh, come fight that, it's a reason.
How are you feeling to be Chris Eubank's trainer, first of all?
It feels good, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been this trainer before, so...
Yeah, it's good.
It's a no-brainer.
Of course. Congratulations on the win. What's your first reactions to Crawford's victory? One of the greats of this era, right?
Oh, definitely that. You know that.
What do you want to see him do now?
What I want to do now?
What do you want to see Crawford do next?
Do what he at this point now in his career where he can do whatever he wanted to do.
Who would you like to see him fight? Any names? Is there any names in particular you'd like to see?
It doesn't matter.
What about Canelo? Would you like to see him retire?
I don't know. Canelo's not my responsibility.
Okay.
He silenced every critic who doubted whether a fighter who dominated multiple lower weight divisions could compete with one of boxing's biggest superstars. Before the fight, countless analysts believed Canelo's natural size, physical strength, and championship experience at super middleweight would simply be too much for Crawford to overcome. Instead, fans witnessed a masterclass in ring intelligence, precision, timing, and adaptability as Crawford controlled the action from the opening bell to the final round. He neutralized Canelo's pressure with superior footwork, constantly changed angles, switched effortlessly between orthodox and southpaw stances, and frustrated one of boxing's most accomplished champions with a level of tactical brilliance.
Should Bud go to 160? I think Bud should do what he want to do. Are you going to the Crawford parade on Saturday? I believe I am going. Yes, I believe that I am going. I have to look at my schedule and stuff.
Rarely seen inside the ring. Every round further demonstrated why Crawford is considered one of the smartest fighters of his generation, as he refused to let Canelo establish any...
Canelo couldn't really keep up with him. He was too fast. His feet, footwork was too good.
Do you think the scores was right on, or do you think maybe it was a little more towards Bud?
What was the scorecards?
115, 113, 116, 112.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah?
I feel like Bud damn near basically won every round, so.
Yeah.
Honestly. But yeah, that's about right. You can say that.
Now, with this accomplishment, Keyshawn, is he on the Mount Rushmore of boxers?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
3-time undisputed. Mm-hmm. He just beat Canelo.
Yeah.
The face of boxing. So now you can say Bud is the face of boxing.
Greatest of all time, or?
Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it can never be one great, but he definitely one of the greatest of all time for sure.
That rhythm, while repeatedly landing clean combinations that kept the Mexican superstar on the defensive. When the final scorecards confirmed Crawford's victory, the result instantly became one of the defining moments in modern boxing history.
I thought Terence fought a virtuoso fight. Terence never let Canelo get into a rhythm. Terence never allowed Canelo to get anything going, and I didn't think he could do it for 12 rounds. I thought that the first 3 or 4 rounds were going to be difficult for Canelo for that reason, but Terence was able to do it for 12 rounds, and in the later part of the fight, he kind of pushed the fight more than I think people expected, which is the mark of a superstar, man.
The win didn't simply earn him another championship. It elevated his legacy to an entirely different level by becoming the first fighter to achieve undisputed status across.
Terence Crawford against Jaron Ennis, for me, is the best fight in American boxing. But it needs to be a payday for Crawford that would get him interested, because Crawford knows how good Boots is. And I'm not saying that Crawford thinks he's going to lose to Boots, but he knows that is a real fight. But for me, Boots is the new Crawford. We've just got to go out and get the fights to show how great he is.
3 separate weight divisions. Crawford accomplished something many experts once believed was nearly impossible. Boxing legends, trainers, former world champions, and respected analysts immediately praised the performance, describing it as one of the greatest technical displays ever produced inside a professional boxing ring. Many even argued that
a lot of people compare Ennis with Crawford, but Ennis always says he's got a completely different style, and the only similarity is they both switch. Do you agree with that?
I 100% agree with that. Me personally, I think that Terence Crawford boxes a hell of a lot more in the moment, phenomenal fighter in the moment, and I think Ennis is a lot more of a chess player.
Victory officially cemented Crawford as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, while others boldly placed him among the greatest fighters of all time. During interviews following the fight, experienced coach...
What about the Terence Bud Crawford fight? I'm tired of answering questions about it. He already said millions of times that he not fighting me or looking my way, so I'm just tired of answering those questions, you know. And if a fight happened, it happened. You know, I wanted it to happen, but if not, yeah.
Coaches and respected voices throughout boxing praised Crawford's discipline, ring IQ, and ability to remain mentally sharp despite years of competing at the highest level. They explained that while physical talent is essential, maintaining championship focus over so many years is often the greatest challenge any elite fighter faces. Crawford's ability to stay motivated, continue improving, and perform flawlessly under enormous...
That's the fight that everybody wants to see.
Yeah.
I want to do it.
Do you respect him as, like, when he's like, I got a couple fights left, I'm at the end, I'm only trying to get mega fights, so...
I understand it, but don't lie or kept to the net and make it seem like I had the opportunity to fight you and I didn't. I never did. You know what I'm saying? And then that one time that I did, we said, they called, and we said, we never heard nothing else back about it. So, right. I mean, I respect it, though. I mean, get your money. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. But don't be capping on the net, acting like this, acting like that.
Enormous pressure impressed everyone watching. At the same time, some analysts acknowledged that Canelo may have entered the contest mentally exhausted after years of carrying boxing.
What do you like watching now?
Terence Crawford, one of my favorites to watch now. I love Terence Crawford, and I like to watch NUA too. NUA can fight. And you know who else I like to watch though? I like to watch Boots.
Oh, okay.
Boots, I love watching Boots. Boots got game. People don't understand Boots got game. You know what I'm saying? Boots, every now and then he mess on defense a little bit, but Boots got game.
Boots versus Terence Crawford.
Now, Boots hasn't proven himself enough to tell me for me to say that he gonna beat Terence Crawford, because Terence Crawford is a different kind of animal. Proven. You feel me? Proven stud. You understand where I'm coming from? But Boots, if anybody could be Bud in the future, it would probably be a Boots, because Boots got enough tools to be in it.
Boxing's biggest events and facing elite competition without extended breaks. However, even those opinions came with one important conclusion. Regardless of Canelo's condition, Crawford deserved full credit because his performance was simply extraordinary. Rather than relying on one spectacular knockout punch, Crawford systematically dismantled one of the sport's biggest stars through patience, strategy.
I'm trying to tell you, 154, man, it's mine. 154 is mine, and they're gonna see, you know, and they're gonna see, you know, just stay tuned, and like I said, when I handle business October 11th, you're gonna see.
And technical excellence. Yet almost immediately after celebrating the greatest victory of his career, attention shifted toward one question that boxing fans have debated for years. What comes next for Terence Crawford? With nearly every major accomplishment already secured, many believe retirement would be the perfect ending.
Hello, first things first. A lot has been made about your sparring session with Boots Ennis. How did that happen? What happened?
I cannot say much, but he called us and say if he can go and sparring with me and everything. I say, of course, right? A fighter like me, we always want great sparrings because there is the thing, right? And I have history with the family because 14 years ago, his older brother helped me for Sugar Shane Motley and Alfonso Gomez. So it's Derek Ennis. So he helped me. So he was 14 years old at that time, by the way. And it was good, very good. And I'm very grateful with him because he made that time to go and give me a good work.
For an undefeated legend whose legacy was already guaranteed. Others, however, argued that one final challenge still remained.
Now it's here, Keith. You ready?
Man. Yeah, of course, baby. Going this way? Yeah, man. You know, it's a fight you ain't gonna want to miss, man. One time back. I told you the comeback 2025 is the key.
What do you think about Ennis joining Canelo for the Crawford cap?
Hey, good stuff.
You think that matters?
That's beautiful. Anywhere. That's beautiful, man. You know, when you. That's world class. That's, you know, I mean, it's the best switch hitter he can get. That's not his opponent, you know. It's champions working with champions, you know. In the modern day and age, man, you don't get that a lot, you know. It reminds me back when I was supposed to fight Marcos Maidana, and I got Sean Porter for sparring.
Thank you, boss.
You know, so I like it.
Challenge carries the name Jaron Boots Ennis, one of boxing's fastest rising stars, and perhaps the most dangerous young champion in the sport today. During post-fight interviews,
he's not me. Yeah. You know, as much as a lot of people, you know, say we have similarities and, you know, we switch a lot and we fight a lot. He's not me, you know, and I'm not him. So yeah.
Tim had said comparison that like he's like a Chrysler 300 and you're like a Bentley.
Yeah, like once again, like he's not me. You know, he's trying to get to where I'm at. You know, he's where he at, I'm where I'm at. You know, he got a long way to go.
Crawford surprised many fans by refusing to dismiss the possibility of facing Boots. Instead of avoiding the subject, he openly acknowledged the matchup, fueling immediate excitement throughout the boxing community. Boots Ennis has long been viewed as one of the most avoided fighters in boxing thanks to his explosive speed, devastating punching power, elite athleticism, and unbeaten professional record. Many fighters have shown little interest.
Sorry? Should Crawford retire? Do you know what? Someone said the other day, and it's very true, because I actually said it about Usyk. We've got a real tendency, haven't we, to kind of try and retire people off. Do you know what I mean? Like I said with Usyk, I think now he should retire. And everyone's like, why do you want him to retire? It's like, I just think it's a great way to go out. I actually also think that Crawford could move down and win a world title at 160. And that would make him, what, a 6 division champion? 5, 35, 40, 47, 54, 6 division champion. But the problem is Terence Crawford now is really only going to want to fight for big money, and there's only certain fights that can generate that kind of money. So Shakur, he was obviously very close to him, seemed to say, so maybe that's it.
And sharing the ring with him, making Crawford's willingness to entertain a matchup even more impressive. Boxing insiders immediately recognized the magnitude of such a fight, describing it as more than a championship bout. It would represent a symbolic clash between two generations.
As his trainer, do you feel like he should just sell off into the sunset after this monumental
Well,
win?
You know what? They made it look so easy. You know what I'm saying? Got 2-3 more in him. You know what I'm saying? Train camp will try harder. You know what I'm saying?
You think a move to 160 would make sense?
I mean, if you want to do it, you know, it'd be a challenge. If you want to challenge yourself, yeah, I don't mind.
On one side stands Crawford, the accomplished veteran whose resume already includes victories over some of the best fighters of his era. On the other side stands Boots Ennis, the hungry young champion eager.
Do you think Ennis is the guy to give Crawford like trouble in there if they were ever to fight?
I think that would be a great fight. You know, the young hungry lion versus the legend. That would be a hell of a fight. Maybe 160. If it's a vacant title at 160, I think that they can make that happen for sure. I think it just has to make sense for both parties. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think if there's a vacant belt, Crawford's gonna want to be 6th division champion, and then he'll make Ennis move up to 160. I think they could do it at 160.
To prove he belongs among boxing's elite by defeating one of the greatest fighters of this generation. It is the type of matchup that has the potential to define careers, reshape pound-for-pound rankings, and create another unforgettable chapter in boxing history. While some experts believe Crawford's unmatched experience, composure, and ring intelligence would allow him to outclass the younger challenger, others believe Boots possesses the youth, athleticism, power, and
Personally, I wouldn't be mad if I never see Terence fight again. The way he performed, getting ready to be 38, I think, in a few days. Man, what better way to go out? What better way to tell the game goodbye? What better way? Who you gonna fight? I was arguing with Max on the way to the venue about Boots Ennis. Nah, we don't go fight Canelo and then go back and fight Boots Ennis. I saw a report today, somebody was talking about him going up to light heavyweight. Nah, we don't go up to light heavyweight. We just went up 3 weight classes since the Spence fight and 2 weight classes since the Matchroom fight, my last fight. This is the perfect send-off, Roy.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Without
it's the perfect send-off.
Relentless aggression needed to finally push the future Hall of Famer to his absolute limits. Whatever ultimately happens, one thing is already certain. After conquering Canelo Alvarez and rewriting the history books once again, Terence Crawford has reached a point where every decision he makes will have a lasting impact on his legacy. And if the next chapter truly belongs to Jaron Boots Ennis, boxing fans around the world may soon witness one of the biggest dream fights of the modern era. Terence Bud Crawford has once again shaken the boxing world, proving that greatness has no limits after delivering one of the most remarkable performances of his legendary career. Fresh off his historic victory over Canelo Alvarez, Crawford has silenced every critic who doubted whether a fighter who dominated multiple lower weight divisions could compete with one of boxing's biggest superstars. Before the fight, countless analysts believed Canelo's natural size, physical strength, and championship experience at super middleweight would simply be too much for Crawford to overcome. Instead,
you want to fight Canelo? Would you ever entertain a fight with the Mexican monster David Benavidez? But you want Canelo? But you want Canelo?
You gotta understand, like.
But I gotta ask you, bro, because I can't, you know.
My thing is, Benavidez is a big dude. You know what I mean? Not to say I won't fight him. I fought his brother. You know what I mean? His brother was big when I fought him. But you know what I mean? Benavidez is a big dude. The only reason why I entertain Canelo is because he's not a big dude. Like, he might be thick, you know what I mean, but he's not a big dude. You know what I mean? Like, Benavidez is like 6 foot something. You know what I mean? Then he gonna come in 190, 200 probably. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Like, that's a big dude. Like, you know what I mean?
And he's skilled, man.
You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, I might as well go to heavyweight if I fight Benavidez.
Yeah. So what you're saying is like, because I fought that at one point when Volkanovski was champion. I had retired. You know, I had retired, and I was like, dude, the only fight that I would really want to come back for is to fight a dude. I'm 5'4". This dude's fucking 5'6", and he's pound for pound.
Yeah.
So that's, I understand what you're looking at. You're like, you know what?
You just size him up.
Yeah.
You just size him up, especially when you going into a bigger weight class like that. You know what I mean? You size him up and you see, you know, your advantages and his advantages. You know, I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. You know, he might got the size, the power, you know, I feel like, you know, I got the better skills, boxing skills.
How would you?
Fans witnessed a masterclass in ring intelligence, precision, timing, and adaptability as Crawford controlled the action from the opening bell to the final round. He neutralized Canelo's pressure with superior footwork, constantly changed angles, switched effortlessly between orthodox and southpaw stances, and frustrated one of boxing's most accomplished champions with a level of tactical brilliance rarely seen inside the ring. Every round further demonstrated why Crawford is considered one of the smartest fighters of his generation, as he refused to let Canelo establish any rhythm, while repeatedly landing clean combinations that kept the Mexican superstar on the offensive. When the final scorecards confirmed...
Just feel that Jaron Ennis against Terence Crawford is the fight. And that could be at 54, it can be at 60. Now obviously we've got Lima to take care of first, but that for me is one of the great, you know, crossover fights, because Boots is the changing of the guard guy. And Crawford's the guy that's been there and done it all and just proved, you know, that he's still very much in his prime.
Crawford's victory. The result instantly became one of the defining moments in modern boxing history. The win didn't simply earn him another championship. It elevated his legacy.
Just feel that Jaron Ennis against Terence Crawford is the fight. And that can be at 54, it can be at 60. Now obviously we've got Lima to take care of first, but that for me is one of the great, you know, crossover fights, because Boots is the changing of the guard guy. And Crawford's the guy that's been there and done it all and just proved, you know, that he's still very much in his prime.
To an entirely different level, by becoming the first fighter to achieve undisputed status across 3 separate weight divisions. Crawford accomplished something many experts once believed was nearly impossible. Boxing legends, trainers, former world champions, and respected analysts immediately praised the performance, describing it as one of the greatest technical displays ever produced inside a professional boxing.